It's the final event of the cross-country programme at the 2018 Paralympic Winter Games at the Alpensia Biathlon Centre, and we hope to go out with a bang here with the 4 by 2.5 kilometre open relay. So these relay teams, mixed athletes, both men and women in there, and a range of sporting classifications as well. We have 12 nations in the start gate, 48 competitors all in. The rules are relaxed slightly, so if individual delegations see fit, the same athlete can run more than one leg. So it's the 4 by 2.5 kilometre open. It's always busy, it's always frantic, and in that race to the line, we always have stories written down the home straight. The defending Winter Paralympic champions were the host nation from Sochi 4 years ago. Ukraine took the silver and France picked up the bronze in those Sochi Paralympic Winters. So we're just a few moments away from seeing our first runners away from the start gate. Poland, Ukraine, France, Republic of Korea, United States, Belarus, China, Norway, Germany, Canada, Kazakhstan, and the neutral Paralympic athletes. Just before 11 AM local time, and the temperature is rising. You see the snow cover melting away high up in the mountains. See a few greens of the golf courses that pepper this Alpensia resort around us. It's been a fabulous couple of weeks competing here, and it's a fitting event really to round off the programme. So Piotr Grabowski will go first for Poland, Yaroslav Reshetynski for Ukraine, Francis Davier is their first runner. Sin, what a gold medal performance from Sin Hyun. He picked up the gold medal in the 7.5 sitting athletes. Andrew Sol for the United States, Yuri Holub for Belarus, Du for China, Niels-Erik Ulseth for Norway, Martin Fleig of Germany, Colin Cameron goes first for Canada, Denis Petrenko for Kazakhstan, and Natalia Kochirova for the neutral Paralympic athletes. France haven't made the top spot with the podium yet. Could this be their time with Davier and Chalinson? Davier will run 2 legs, legs 1 and 3. Will be anchored home by Thomas Glariol, guided by Antoine Collet. Glariol, France's visually impaired athlete. So the last layer of wax applied to the skis ahead of the start then of this relay. Final preparations being carried out ahead of the start gun. So each athlete races a single lap with 2.5 kilometres. Times that by 4 and you get a total race distance of 10k. Is that the steeper maximum climb than we saw in the first relay competition here? Mixed climb of 24 metres. Away we go then in the 4 by 2.5 kilometre open relay, the final event of the cross-country programme at the Alpensia Biathlon Centre, and this promises to be an absolute cracker. Look at that, so busy from the off. Of course the field will thin out a little bit. Bib 1, that's the Polish squad, and the French coming through. Athletes wearing bib number 3. It's the visually impaired athlete going out first for the Poles. So Piotr Grabowski is led by Jakub Twadowski. Witold Skupien will bring them home. And Glariol will go last for the French, who've been very quick out of the blocks here. So Davier, who's got a medal already in this Games. Davier, the silver in the 20k. Glariol as well has a bronze from the visually impaired 20k race. Davier is France's standing athlete, and he's gone out very, very quickly indeed. 28 years of age, Benjamin Davier. And also quick Andrew Soule, gold medalist here in PyeongChang for the United States. Like that in the sprint, the sitting athlete for the US. There he goes through, Andrew Soule, 37. Bronze in the 12.5k biathlon as well, but he has been the cross-country champion in that 1.1 kilometre sprint for the sitting athletes. Andrew Soule, they'll be led home, the States, by Grace Miller. Sean Helsted goes third for them. Mia Zutta second out. It's Davier of France in 1:58.8. Now they've got experience of the bronze from Sochi 4 years ago, the French, Glariol and Davier. Same team there, third quickest. Davier 4.2 ahead of the first athlete for Belarus, Yuri Holub. Belarus is visually impaired athlete, guided by Dmitry Budzilovic. Come to his medal pedigree in a moment as well. Yuri Holub has been on the podium on more than one occasion in these Games. Once it comes through 12.2, and just further down the order is the Kazakhstani opener of Denis Petrenko. But they have a gold medalist in their ranks in Alexander Kolyadin, who goes in the third leg for Kazakhstan. A really quick start to this relay race by Benjamin Davier. Well, he has a pair of golds in the biathlon, the 7.5k and 12.5k for standing athletes. Silver as well in the 15k. Obviously it's that slightly wider skill set of combining the cross-country skiing with being handy on the shooting range.
The Republic of Korea yesterday.
This is all about speed in the cross-country relay. So, the number 8 on the bibs of our Norwegian athletes, Nils Erik Ulset in position, the first runner, and he'll go third as well, Nils Erik Ulset. So the later runners, the later leg athletes wait patiently. So that's our top two at the moment. It's Davier from Yuri Holub, Belarus, guided by Dmitry Budzilovic. Holub at just 21. He's had an excellent Games. Silver medal in the 20k. Yuri Holub. Also a bronze in the 10. And there's a stumble. And that's just allowed some of the back markers to steal a march. I wonder if that was Kubowski taking a bit of a tumble. But it's Yuri Holub closing now on Davier, and the Belarusians coming through to just sneak the lead here at the first handover, quarter race distance. So Yuri Holub timing that to absolute perfection. So he's going to enable Mikita Lajisau to protect a lead here. Another visually impaired athlete in Lajisau, who's guided by Alexei Lukianov. Belarus from France, and then Poland. Recovery by Gabowski, so he's allowed Witold Skupien to have a chance here. The Polish squad haven't fared too well at all in the Nordic events, the biathlon and the cross country here. But there's a chance now for the Poles because they're in the podium places at present and just 16 seconds back. So that is retrievable if we see a quick runner. But a little bit further, I might like to point out that the Canadians have Brian Mckeever going last there. Superstar winter Paralympic athlete. The United States 7th at present as well. I think we'll see them move up and go quicker, deeper into this race. But wait for the Canadians. Colin Cameron went first for them, so Mckeever goes second and last. And he has two guides as well. It was Graham Nishikawa who guided Mckeever to another gold medal on the penultimate day of competition. He'll run his last leg, Mckeever, with Russell Kennedy guiding. Brian Mckeever, as we know, a superstar in terms of the visually impaired events. He's swept the board. He's won gold in each of the 3 events at each of the last 3 Olympics. Go for the Ukraine, Olia Prilutska getting away second. Guided by Boris Babar, Prilutska in the visually impaired categorization. Belarus still with his lead. Nikita Ladzisau and Alexei Lukyanov from France. But look at that, it's just 1.4 seconds separating the Belarusians and the French. Poland going really well, but just 3.3 seconds back are the Ukraine, and they're well capable of eating up that margin. The Ukrainians, strong cross-country skiers, coming further down the order for the Ukrainians in Ola Prilutska, Grigory Vyshinsky, and finally Anatoly Kovalevsky, guided by Alexander Mushkin. So, a lot of strategy mid-race. It's Holub who's completed yet. We see the wax being reapplied there to the skis of Yuri Holub because he's going to go first and last for the Belarusians with his guide Dmitry Dazilevich, and it's the backroom staff, those unsung heroes that now earn their corn. Benjamin Davier and Chalinson and Thomas Glariol. They would love a gold medal here in the cross country. Davier top of the podium in the biathlon. But you're looking here at our race leader. They're each onto their second leg runners. And it is Ladzisau, who's 21 years of age, from Belarus, who leads the competition. DNF in the 20k for visually impaired athletes. He's perhaps one of the lesser known, the lesser well documented members of the Belarusian team. Norway, it's their athletes wearing the 8 bibs. Poland with 1 on their front. Witold Skupien, second runner for them, 10, that's the Canadians. Brian Mckeever, it's an astonishing run of Winter Paralympic success. Mckeever that goes all the way back to Salt Lake City in 2002. The Ukrainians have had a fabulous competition in both the biathlon and the cross-country events. Prilutska, 25 years of age, going second for Ukraine. Perhaps put in the shade a little by her highly successful compatriots, her teammates in these Winter Paralympics, Prilutska. But watch out for their time, because they're more than capable here of getting on the podium. The men in green are leading the field. Nikita Ladzisau and his guide Alexei Lukyanov from Belarus. They're going to hand over here to Lydia Rafayeva. And Ladzizao has consolidated this advantage. So at half race distance run, 5 of 10K, it is Belarus who have the lead. And we see there, it's a big lead as well. That was a really quick run by Ladzizao, and a Belarusian decision to save that athlete, Nikita Ladzizao, for this event. The relay is paying dividends. The French are over 13 seconds back here, and that's a big gap to make up in the second half of this race. Norway have moved on to the podium, 22 seconds back. So we wait to see if Rafayeva can protect the advantage. Canada fourth at present. Mckeever hasn't got long to just get his breath back when he'll be tasked with lifting the Canadians back up into contention, just off the podium at present. And Poland fading. Their third runner is Kamil Rosiek. So Witold Skupien just he's able to relax, he's able to get his breath back. Bib 9, that's the squad of Germany. Martin Fleig going for a second time in this race. He raced first. Nico Messinger second for the Germans, guided by Lutz Klausmann. And he'll go last, so just the two athletes in the German squad. 105.9, the Germans back, and on the podium in the first relay of the day, the free. But going some here to match that performance. And the host nation 1-11 down. The Republic of Korea with Sin, Kwon, Lee, and Kwon again going last. Changeover for the Kazakhstanis. So Alexander Gerlitz heading over to the gold medalist Alexander Kolyadin in the standing sprint for the men. 149 back at the moment, Kazakhstan. And the United States way off the pace, I'm afraid. Sean Halstead is their third leg racer. Grace Miller will bring the United States home. 4 gold medals in the cross-country events, the United States, here in PyeongChang 2018. So, Nadezhda Fedorova will take over from Katerina Rumyantseva. So the neutral Paralympic athletes who are way down here, Fedorova and Bratiuk, both third and fourth for the neutral Paralympic athletes. Davier didn't have long to recover. First and third leg run by Benjamin Davier of France. And that's the Norwegians, 13:34. So Davier's come past Rafayeva. The Belarusians have lost the lead. Yuri Holub will go last. His second leg of the race. Rafayeva has, I'm afraid, dropped down into third, or dropped the Belarusians down into third. Watch out for the Canadians. Colin Cameron, first and third for them. Brian Mckeever, second and fourth legs run. So that was the getaway of Niels Erik Osek. Grigory Wowczynski, second to last runner for the Ukrainians, just moving out of your picture there. They're coming through now with the Koreans. Lee Jong-min down in 7th place at the moment, the Koreans. The Belarusians have dropped from the lead to 37 seconds, so Yuri Halub with a big recovery operation to do for Belarus. Anthony Chalinson there for the French. This guy is Simon Valverde. Thomas Glariol, another visually impaired athlete, will go last. Well, you're looking there at the Thomas Glariol, who helped Benjamin Davier and the French to the bronze in this event in Sochi. We're behind the Ukrainians and the host nation. Digging in, Davier, 28 years of age, Davier. They're looking good here to just make the top spot of the podium in the nick of time. Just wait for the aerial shot of the lead for the French. Absolutely wiped out the lead of the Belarusians here. Benjamin Davier all alone as he comes round the final bend into the home stretch, and there will be just 2.5 kilometres to run for Thomas Glariol. Just 2.5 kilometres now between the French and the gold medal. So away goes the 36-year-old Thomas Glariol, bronze medalist in the 20k for visually impaired athletes. Well, he's just collapsed into the snow, and no wonder. And in that finishing area, and other athletes will be right in his path, I'm afraid. He needs to move out of the way. But look at the lead of the French, 17:01 at that final changeover, and they're going to be the best part of 50 seconds clear of the Norwegians. So France have this race in the palm of their hand. The Norwegians looking good at present for the silver. 49.2 seconds is the lead of France over Norway. So they're going to be brought home by Erik Bye, visually impaired athlete, guided by Arvid Nelson. Erik Bye was a bronze medalist in the sprint for visually impaired athletes. One of 2 bronze medals for the Norwegians, the other being Håkon Olsrud's 3rd place in the 20k standing. Ovchinski, 3rd to last to go for the Ukrainians. He'll hand over to Anatoly Kovalevsky, visually impaired, guided by Alexander Mushkin, and the top 3 spread out over a minute, and a half. France have this race sewn up by the looks of things. It's going to be an upgrade of 2 podium positions on the Sochi Winter Paralympics from 4 years ago for the French. No one's going to be able to catch them here. It's going to be a race for the remaining podium positions. So the changeover for the Koreans, 2:01 back, and we're seeing the Germans fly, handing over to Nico Messinger. Messinger goes with Lutz Peter Klausmann, so that's Fly having run his race. France 1:54 ahead of the Canadians, so well, they're not going to get the goal despite the speedy skiing of the magic man Mckeever. But what a game he's had personally. Canada in 6th place, 1:54, so what are they? Till 25 seconds off the podium. So Mckeever will try and lift them here. Norway in 2nd, 49.2 seconds behind the French. And the Ukrainians are in 3rd at present, so it's a battle for the bronze medal really. France and Norway have gold and silver here. What can Mckeever do for Canada? We know he's so quick. Kolyadin handing over to Alexander Gerlitz. Kolyadin with a Good strong run actually there for Kazakhstan. He won the gold medal in the standing sprint. So bringing the French home, the tricolor will be flying here. Thomas Glariol, 2 bronzes. In fact, in the cross-country skiing at Sochi, been involved also in para swimming at club level back home in France. Eric Bay with his guide Arvid Nelson going through for the Norwegians. More wax required. We're going to see another nation winning a gold medal. We've seen golds for the Republic of Korea, Ukraine, Japan, Belarus, United States, the neutral Paralympic athletes, Canada, Kazakhstan. It's going to be the French winning this one. Anatoly Kovalevsky, guided by Alexander Mushkin. He's the anchor leg runner for the Ukrainians. 27-year-old Kovalevsky. Through they come. Brian Mckeever just moving out of shot. It's a quick run this by Mckeever. He knew he had an awful lot to do. And a wonderful shots provided by drone and helicopter cameras flying high over this Alpenzia Biathlon Centre. It's France, Benjamin Davier, Anthony Chalinson, and finally Thomas Glariol and his guide Antoine Bollet. They're going to come over the line first here, and they grab a tricolor to flag it high for France. 22.46.6. A brilliant gold medal and a brilliant run for the French. Glariol protected the lead generated by Davier and Chalinson. Bronze in Sochi, and the upgrade to the gold medal here. And a fabulous run as well by the Norwegian quartet. Niels Erik Olsen, Hakan Olsrud and Eric Bay. So 22.5, that was a really quick final run by Eric Bay. And the Canadians have not been able to get up towards the Ukrainians. It's a quick finish by Anatoly Kovalevsky, guided home by Alexander Mushkin, and another cross-country skiing medal for the Ukrainian squad here. This time it's a bronze. Oh, well, the Canadians just at the end. 105.8. Oh, we're going to have to wait for the calculated time to see the final standings here. Canada, oh, have they done it with Mckeever? I think they have. That was absolutely brilliant from Brian Mckeever. Oh, yes, the Canadians are the confirmed bronze medalists here. He did it in the end. France from Norway, and then Canada. Because naturally, with the different sporting classifications, we have an issue of factored times. When everything was computed, the Ukrainians dropped from 3rd to 5th. Final finishers coming home here. Kazakhstan and then Germany. Republic of Korea led home by Kwon Sang-yeon. He is just a superstar. Brian Mckeever, what a race. He went second, he went last. Well, this could be his last ever Winter Paralympic race. He's made noises that these are going to be his last games. But, well, these guys with the tune, competitive spirit, you kind of believe it when you see it. He might be there in Beijing. Witold Skupien comes in for Poland. But we have our finishers. So Skupien comes over. They also raced the second leg for the Poles. Rosiek went third. They were led out by Piotr. The Poles slot into 9th place there. 3:21.8, over 10 seconds behind the Koreans' time. They finally get a gold medal in the cross-country events, the French. Such terrific excitement, and the lead changing hands. The Belarusians had this in the first half of the race, but I'm afraid things began to fade away for them when Lidia Rafayeva took over on leg 3 after Mikita Ladzizau had run a terrific second leg for Belarus. Breathless finish. Benjamin Davier, Anthony Chalinson and Thomas Glariol, plus the 2 guides for the visually impaired athletes, Chalinson and Glariol. Well, that's the trio of athletes, with Davier running 2 legs, who have delivered those scenes for the French Paralympic Nordic squad here. Brilliant morning at the Alpenzia Biathlon Centre. For China, Wang Chenyang finishes 10th, almost 5 minutes away from France's time of 22:46. And our final finishers. Mutual Paralympic athlete Natalia Bratiuk comes in. Grace Miller for the United States. 12 of 12, the USA in this one. Well, these are the images of commitment to the cause. These athletes have given it absolutely everything, and they just collapse over the finish line. A brilliant race from the French here, who've won the 4x2.5 kilometre open relay by over 22 seconds from Norway. And the brilliant, the magisterial, the mercurial Mckeever of Canada surged the Maple Leaf Nation onto the podium. 3rd for the Canadians, with Belarus pushed out of it in 4th place. A little bit of drama at the end here, with Ukraine dropping from 3rd to 5th in the final shake-up after factor times were brought in and finally calculated. Anatoly Kovalevsky and Yaroslav Reshetinsky, visually impaired athletes who went for the Ukrainians. They were edged by that quick last run from Brian Mckeever. Not a gold this time for Brian Mckeever, but that will be a memorable medal. And then well done, Norway. Niels Erik Ulset ran half of that race for the Norwegians, went first and third. And Olsrud and then Erik Bay had the honour of bringing Norway over the line.
Our physios preparing us for the next days, for the next training.
Now, our medalists in the glare of the flashbulbs, and they deserve it. We will see also the medal presentations here. It's been a fantastic final morning at the Alpensia Biathlon Centre as the mountain cluster of venues waves goodbye to the 2018 Paralympic Winter Games. What hosts the Republic of Korea have been here. Across the biathlon events and the cross-country, we have seen just the top level of competition. Sporting performances that will go down in the history books. Stories for the ages here.
So, in a nutshell, I'm writing on the list of the gold medal family. That's what I really wanted to say.
There are two people that have always been there for me, doing my skis and riding the practice and doing all that stuff in the back.
Well, what a morning it's been for those French supporters.
They still do it all the time.
They have been cheering already, with Glariol getting the bronze in the visually impaired 20k. Davier as well, silver medaling in the standing class over 20 kilometres. But in this very last event on the cross-country schedule, they finally have their time on the top of the podium. And we wonder if a younger generation are inspired to great sporting achievements. What support there's been for the Republic of Korea as well. Celebrations begin, and all of a sudden the music is turned up too, because it's time to relax and it's time to just drink in the success. We'll see the medal presentations of our two relay races. Magical memories made. Well, there's absolutely no doubt at all that the Winter Paralympic Games are in rude health when the baton is handed over to Beijing in 4 years' time. The Koreans have been welcoming and attentive hosts of these games. There's just been drama throughout the biathlon and the cross country here. A nice spread of medals as well around the nations. The United States picking up the gold medals with Kendall Gretsch and Oksana Masters, their leading athletes. Ukrainians have had a very good game. Akin Olsrud and Eric Bay get individual bronzes, and then they teamed up to help the Norwegians onto the podium in the 4x2.5K open relay. And we remember the likes of Andrea Eskau too, German sitting athlete. 3 races individually, 3 silvers. Just couldn't get close to the Americans ultimately, beaten by Oksana Masters twice and then Kendall Gretsch. Karina Edlinger managing a medal for the Austrians. That the 7.5 for visually impaired women. Bronze in that race. Paralympic athletes just missed out on the golds here, but wave of medals, including Anna Milenina, silver, women standing 15K, Katerina Rumyantseva, the 7.5 standing, Lissova, the 7.5 VI. Also good to see Ilkka Tornisto share of the third in the men's standing sprint for Finland. So preparations are underway then for our medal presentations for the relay medalists here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the cross-country 4x2.5 kilometer mixed relay.
지금부터 크로스컨트리 10km 혼성 계주 종목의
So,
시상식을 시작하겠습니다.
the last activity here at the Alpensia Biathlon Centre will be the victory ceremonies for our medalists in the final two events on the cross-country programme, the 2 relays, 4x2.5 mixed and the 4x2.5 open. We're going to see the presentations up here on the mountain, firstly of the athletes who got a medal in the 4x2.5 mixed. Crane won the gold medal in our first relay of the day. Canada came in second place, Germany in third. And it was just a controlled, calculated performance from the Ukrainians, led out by Yuri Utkin. Has another medal to add to his collection. Yuri Utkin, guided by Ruslan Perikoda, Lyudmila Lyashenko, Yulia Batinkova-Bauman, and Oksana Shishkova. Medal presenter is Mark Gutierrez, Chief Integration Officer, one of our service providers in the PyeongChang 2018 Winter Paralympic Games.
Accompanied by Mr. Cho Jong-wook, Commissioner
And next
of
to
the
him,
National Fire Agency.
Commissioner of the National Fire Agency of the Republic of Korea, Cho Jong-wook. Cho is the gift presenter,
Bronze medalists.
Mark Gutierrez the medal presenter. First medals, the bronze. They go to Andrea Riskau, Stefan Lemka and Alexander Ayla, who came in third in the 4x2.5 kilometre mixed relay competition. Well, Eskau with 3 silvers in the sitting races. She has a bronze here. Oh, you just try and wipe the smile off her face. Stefan Lemka. Alexander Ayla, 48 years of age. What a time to get your first Winter Paralympic medal. He took up Paranordic skiing last year. Here he is, a Winter Paralympic podium.
Representing Canada.
Been a great morning in the relays for the Canadians. Silver medalists in the 4x2.5 mix. So Mr. Mark Gutierrez, assisted by Cho Jong-wook, present the silvers. Emily Young, second leg racer for the Canadians. Chris Klebo, sitting athlete. And Natalie Wilkie in there, so she has another medal after her brilliant gold in the 7.5K. And Mark Arends. Arends got a bronze in the 10K standing. He shared the bronze with Ilka Tomisto in the sprint. Canada with the silver. They've had a fabulous Winter Paralympic Games up here on the mountain in the biathlon and cross country. 10 medals all in. Over one more. Canada, silver medalists in the 4x2.5K mixed. But these guys were just too quick. The Ukrainians champions in the first relay of the last morning in the cross country. And this is a moment that they will just want to last forever. Glariol and his guide Ruslan Perekoda. Lyudmila Lyashenko, another medal for her. Her fourth of the games. Yulia Batinkova-Bauman, perhaps disappointed a little in the individual competitions, but here she is with a gold. Vitaly Kazakov, the guide for Oksana Shishkova. And you are looking at the gold medal winners in the 4x2.5K mixed relay. Ukraine's third gold medal in the cross country at these Winter Paralympic Games. Following on from Yarovyi and Repchuk, winning the individual competitions. Yarovyi winning the 15K for sitting athletes, and Repchuk 20K standing. Eight medals in cross country at these Winter Paralympics for Ukraine. 3 golds.
감사합니다. Thank you. 감사합니다.
Ukraine, champions of the relay, 4x2.5K mixed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Ukraine.
관중 여러분, 우크라이나의 국가 연주가 있겠습니다.
Our medal winners then in the first relay race of the last day of competition at the cross country of the 2018 PyeongChang Paralympic Winter Games. Germany with the bronze, Canada with the silver, the gold medal champions, Ukraine.
금운동 다 있네.
안녕히 가세요. 아, 귀여워.
네, 관중 여러분들께 다시 한번 안내의 말씀을 드리겠습니다. 오늘 크로스컨트리 스키의 마지막 경기 두 종목이 펼쳐졌습니다. 2018 평창 동계 패럴림픽의 마지막 날인데요. 그 마지막 순간은 아직 끝나지 않았습니다. 메달 시상식, 한 종목의 메달 시상식이 남아 있습니다. 약간의 딜레이가, 약간의 지연됨이 있지만 여러분들께서 끝까지 자리에 남으셔서 선수들의 영광된 자리에 함께 해주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 10km 오픈 계주 경기의 시상식 잠시 후에 펼쳐질 텐데요. 자리를 끝까지 지키셔서 선수들과 함께 해주시기를 당부드리겠습니다.
가지 가치들이 있습니다. 용기란 장애인 선수들이 자신의 몸을 절대적 한계에 부딪히며 시험할 때 얻는 성과를 세상에 보여주는 것을 의미합니다. 결의는 장애인 선수들의 성격적인 강점입니다. 강한 정신력과 육체뿐만 아니라 탁월한 민첩성이 모두 결합되어 정기적으로 가능성의 한계를 재정의하는 경기를 펼친답니다. 영감이란 다른 이들이 스포츠에 참여할 수 있도록 독려하는 롤 모델의 역할을 의미합니다. 평등이란 사회적 정력을 해소하고 장애인들에 대한 사회적 정력과 차별을 철회하는 것을 의미합니다. 스포츠를 통해 장애인 선수는 사회 고정관념을 깨고 회로를 강화시킵니다. 올림픽과 패럴림픽의 중심에 이 가치들이 자리 잡고 있기 때문에 올림픽 일원이 되는 것은 단순히 업적을 이루고 메달을 획득하는 것 이상의 의미가 있습니다. 이 가치들이 개인의 삶을 통해 드러날 때 누구든지 일상생활에서 올림픽 일원이 될 수 있다는 사실을 기억하세요.
So we're going to see the victory ceremony then and the medals presentation at the end of the 4x2.5 kilometre open relay, the last event to be run here in the cross-country PyeongChang 2018 Paralympic Winter Games. It was a brilliantly strategic run from the French to win the gold. Just in the nick of time, their first goal cross-country at these Paralympic Winter Games. Norway with the silver, and a brilliant run from Mckeever.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the cross-country 4x2.5 open relay.
지금부터 크로스컨트리 10km 운동의 종목의 시상식을 시작하겠습니다.
So our medalists then in this thrilling race, the open relay, 4x2.5 kilometres. We had athletes doubling up here in multiple legs of the relay, which is allowed in this competition, the open. The French managed it brilliantly. They won the gold, their first gold. Norway silver, and Canada getting on the podium thanks to Colin Cameron and the brilliant Mckeever. Done it again for Canada, Mckeever.
Please welcome the medalists.
여러분, 메달리스트를 환영해 주시기 바랍니다.
The medals will be presented by Madame Sophie Cluzet, Minister for Sport, Disabled People France.
Well, what a moment for Sophie Cluzet, the Minister of State for Disabled People in France. She will hand out the gold medals to her compatriots. Gift presenter, chairperson of the World Para-Nordic Skiing Technical Committee, Robert Walsh. So the Canadians, Colin Cameron and Brian Mckeever, his guide. Colin Cameron receives his bronze. It's the 16th Winter Paralympic medal for Brian Mckeever, going all the way back to 2002 Salt Lake City. Brian's guide. Well, no words required. The smiles say it all.
Hello again. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.
The Canadians have had a fabulous games. 10 medals in the cross country. They top the medals table overall. 4 golds, a silver, 5 bronzes, the last of which came on the last day in the 4x2.5K open relay, Canada.
Silver medalists representing Norway.
Norway with 2 silvers in these games. In the cross country, 2 bronzes. Erik Ulseth, Hakan Olsrud, Erik Bay, Bay's guide, Arvid Nelson as well, recognised. So Hakan Olsrud gets another medal.
Thank you.
Olsrud also got a bronze in the 20K standing, has a silver now with his Norwegian teammates.
Thanks. Typical Norwegian understatement. Thank you. Congratulations. Well, thank you very much. Eric? Thank you. John? And last but not least. Thank you. Congratulations.
Norway take home the silver medal, but the glory is France's. The tricolor will fly high over this one. In the last race on the programme, the French get their first gold medal in cross-country skiing at PyeongChang 2018. And it's fitting that Sophie Cluzel, Minister of State for Disabled People in France, will present the medals. Anthony Chalinson and his guide Simon Valverde. They raced a scintillating second leg. Thomas Glariol and his guide Antoine Bollet. They've got a bronze in this event in Sochi. They've stepped up 2 places on the podium. Glariol also with a bronze in the 20k VI. There's Benjamin Davier, 2 golds and a silver in biathlon here at the Alpenzia Centre. He has a gold in cross country. The French end up with a medal of each colour in cross country here. Very strong visually impaired athletes, Anthony Chalinson and Thomas Clarion, paired with team leader, if you like, Benjamin Davier. Davier with a couple of individual medals, the silver in the 20k standing. So we will listen to the famous Marseillaise, France's national anthem.
프랑스의 국가 연주가 있겠습니다.
Glorious morning in the sunshine. The sun has crept through the clouds here over the mountains in PyeongChang. And France win the final gold on the cross-country programme. Norway with the silver, and the Canadians get their 10th cross-country medal of these games with the bronze. Mckeever skied them onto the podium. If it is to be his last Winter Paralympic Games, he's left on a high. Confirmation then of our medalists in the 4x2.5k open relay: France, Norway and Canada. It's a fond farewell here to our athletes and to the volunteers and the technical staff and to the fabulous support that the racers have enjoyed here A wonderful venue for a wonderful competition draws to a close.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, and now that we are done our
So that's that from Alpenzia and the biathlon and cross country here in the Republic of Korea. Memories have been made that will last a lifetime. We'll hopefully all meet again in Beijing in 4 years' time. It's been hugely enjoyable, it's been emotional, and for the last time from the Alpenzia Biathlon Center at the 2018 Winter Paralympic Games, it's Glariol from PyeongChang. Bye-bye.
자원봉사 패션크루 여러분이 있는 곳이 가장 빛나는 곳이며 여러분이 있기에 2028 평창 대회가 있을 수 있습니다. 늘 자부심을 가지고 자원봉사를 하시길 바랍니다. 2028 평창 대회를 이끌어 나가는 주역인 자원봉사 패션크루 여러분, 여기 계신 모두를 대표하여 여러분께 무한한 감사의 인사를 전합니다. 감사합니다.